Welcome back to Sports Brew. This is your host, Panos, along with my other host,
Mike Salas.
And today, we're going to start the podcast with our Winwood Brewing Magic City Pale Ale. It's a local Miami beer. And let's do this. We should have a fucking pouring contest, bro, because we are, like, legit. Oh, I think you won. Oh. You get the whole thing?
Yeah.
Did I?
Voila.
I don't
All right.
know.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, sir.
Try not to cheers too hard, it's gonna fall out. Good beer. All right, y'all. Y'all excited after what happened in week 1?
I'm very excited. As you can see, look at the excitement on my face.
I was excited. Now I'm excited for week 2 as we're on Tuesday, sorry. Damn, we're on Tuesday already?
Holy crap. On Tuesday. So yesterday, obviously, was the first Monday night game, which was freaking awesome. Mm-hmm. Let's briefly just go over the week. So pretty much the way, based on our pick'ems, Mike is currently winning. He beat me by one game.
Yeah.
There was a lot of surprising games this week. I mean,
the Jags.
The Jags, surprise. It looks like they're not going to get Lawrence.
The Washington football team.
Yeah. Them. They beat the Eagles. Who else?
There were other teams.
There were other teams.
Your Dolphins lost.
But I just picked them because I'm a Dolphins fan.
I'm a realist, so I picked the Pats.
I mean, I am too, but I always hope.
Packers beating the Vikings, pretty good.
He didn't pick them.
No, I didn't. I went with the Vikings.
And he went with the Browns to upset the Ravens. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But
Lamar Jackson. Anyways, so that's pretty much he's up 1 for our week 1 pick'ems. Mm-hmm. So we'll see if I can fare better week 2. So what do you want to start with?
All right, I want to start off with something I noticed, which was, is this the return of Aaron Rodgers? Is Aaron Rodgers of old, the MVP Aaron Rodgers? Did the Packers light up a spark? Did they know they were going to do this? Did they know this was going to happen with Aaron Rodgers when they drafted a quarterback? Because holy crap, 4 touchdowns on Sunday? Dude.
I don't think they did know this. I think it's more of he's playing pissed off because they did that. However, I also watched an interview where he was pretty much saying that he was going to be different to Jordan Love as how Brett Favre was to him. He's going to be helpful. He's going to encourage Love. He's going to be a mentor, unlike Favre was to him. I think they have a good relationship now, but I mean I can understand Favre not wanting.
It also helps that Love
to come in.
It also helps that Love has been playing really bad in training.
He's third on the depth chart.
He was bad, man.
First round pick or
he was a first round pick.
Yeah, he's third on their depth chart. Besides the point, they drafted him for the future, but that's fine. But I do think it did kind of light a fire under his ass. I mean, he's 35, going on 36.
Yep.
He pretty much wanted to say, "You guys think I can't play, but let me tell you something. Hold my beer." And then he went out there and he fucking played.
This is very true. Aaron Rodgers, I think, is back. I think he's going to be in the MVP discussion by the end of the year. I think he can will the Packers into the postseason. I didn't pick them to make the postseason. I think they'll be 10-6 and not make it, or 9-7 and not make it. But he'll be in the discussion for MVP. He won't win it because the team won't get in the postseason. But I think he'll be definitely enthralled in the competition.
I also want to start on a topic. So your topic was Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to go with Cam. Killer Cam. Do you think he's back?
I hope he's not.
I
hope he's not. I think he's gonna fall off. I think he's gonna get into a problem, or he's never had a problem domestic issues.
No, he hasn't. But he's just loud. That's all.
And that doesn't fit with New England. It doesn't fit with the city. It doesn't fit with the coach.
I mean, he already had a scuffle this week about Dolphins players getting his chain and trying to grab his chain.
Instead of just taking the victory.
I'm not saying he is back. He did look very healthy, and he wasn't throwing the ball bad at all. I mean, they kind of had a game plan. They wanted to run the ball a lot, and they used him. Like he said at the beginning of the season that, even though he's not really replacing Tom Brady. He's a different quarterback. So they're going to be able to call plays that they normally never would have called for Tom Brady, like actual designed runs aside from the 1 yard.
So what was the score? 21. They won 21-11, right?
Yeah.
So when I see 21 points from the Patriots against a defense of a Dolphins defense that has improved, honestly, I don't. When they play teams like the Steelers and stuff like that, they're gonna get shut out, man. I'm telling you that right now. They're not gonna do anything. Cam Newton's gonna get stifled. Nothing's gonna happen unless they improve of what I just saw. They have to improve what we just saw this weekend. If not, I still think they're gonna win 6 games. I said it in the last video. There is no quarterback for the Patriots that's going to throw over 20 touchdowns this season. No, they won't have 20 touchdowns. And how many did he have? 0. It was all runs. 2 by him and 1 by Sonny Michel. We'll see what happens. That's Aaron Rodgers, Cam. Another thing I'd like to talk about is how clean and entertaining was the NFL this week 1. We all thought, I said it. Oh, it's going to be sloppy. It's going to be nasty. Interceptions, sacks, missed blocks, and stuff like that. And whoa, it was a good game.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I mean, there was probably some teams that had some miscues, but I mean, there's never a perfect NFL game. No game you come in there, you don't have mistakes. But it wasn't as sloppy as I thought it was going to be.
Right.
And the people that made the sloppiest mistakes are easily like
Rookies,
exactly.
Yeah.
So like, they're going to make them regardless. They're rookies.
Which is crazy. So it's like, do we need a preseason? I think the rookies need a preseason. I think the NFL should reduce 4 preseasons down to 2. And if they want to extend the season, they can do that by adding those August games. Maybe it's too hot, but
what they could do is, I agree with the 4 to 2, but they can also, instead of making it like, kind of like how the NBA does their summer league, where the stars don't play. Like it's usually rookie and sophomore players,
right,
or people trying to make the team. So they can do it that way, and it's more for the people trying to make the roster.
So the thing is, NFL's all about money. The preseason makes them no money. The preseason is just to get everything going. So week 1, everything's like a fine-oiled machine, fine-tuned and everything like that. The preseason makes them no money. By adding 2 games, taking out 2 preseasons, and adding 2 regular season games to that, they make a shit ton of money out of that. The NFL tries to make money. They're a business. That's what they want. They don't care about the players' health. They want money. And us fans, I think I want more games. It's once a week. I mean, I'm okay with that, but like crap, it's once a week.
I look Tuesday, I look forward to Thursday, and then Sunday, and then obviously Monday.
And this Thursday, baby, my Bengals against the Browns. Battle of Ohio.
That is true. It's Battle of Ohio. Okay, so the next topic, what did you want to talk about?
They should actually be playing those football games, Bengals and Browns, in Columbus. As Columbus, the capital of Ohio, is right. Yeah, Columbus is right between the Columbus Blue Jackets in the NHL. When they were trying to figure out a team to put in hockey, they put them in the middle so they can get all of Ohio, not Cleveland, not Cincinnati. They got
smart.
So, quick take.
That is smart.
Next, how about them Ravens, huh? Your boy, Lamar Jackson.
Michael Vick was my favorite quarterback growing up, and Lamar Jackson is now my new favorite quarterback. He's so good, man. He didn't even run that much.
Did you draft him?
I messed up, bro. I thought he was gonna slide.
He was sliding. I mean, I thought.
No, I could have. I had the opportunity to pick him up in the second round.
I thought in our league he was gonna go in the first round. He didn't. He went in the second round.
And I took the chance. I'm like, well, maybe he's gonna slide to the third. And
who took him? ASB took him. Yeah.
It's always Jose. It's literally always Jose.
ASB 305.
It's always Jose. If not Jose, it's Juan.
And
Juan comes right after.
Very nice.
It's not Jose, it's Juan.
That's true. But look, the Ravens, they finished the regular season last year, number 1. They were the top team. They ran, did all these things. They were amazing. Playoffs came. They lost to Titans. Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Lamar hasn't been able to do it in the playoffs. It was also his second year last year, and they took his game away from him. He's got to be able to adapt.
But they started off right where they left off in the regular season. And they steamrolled the Browns.
Crap out of the Browns.
I
picked the Browns.
I picked the Browns. I thought I was going to see something from Baker. Jarvis and
Odell.
Odell.
I did see from Baker is
Bro, yeah. Jarvis and Odell are outspoken. If by the middle of the year Baker keeps playing this way, they're going to say something. And the Browns start tanking for Lawrence which is an option. Think about that. The Browns tanking for Lawrence could be something. but I don't know if they can tank. Their team's actually very talented, so
They are very talented.
I don't know if that's possible.
I mean, yeah.
This is good beer too.
It is very good beer. Bro, the Browns are the Browns. I mean, the Ravens didn't really surprise me at all. I was excited with. I mean, I love watching Lamar play. I love the way he plays. Mark, their whole team picked up where they left off. The only person that not surprised me, but I expected this from was Malcolm Brown. He kind of had a better game. Not a better game. He had because last year his first game he had 3 touchdowns, I think, or something for 140 something yards.
Marquise Brown.
I said Malcolm. I'm sorry, Marquise Brown. I expect him to do more of what he did the other day. The only surprise to me, which I don't think was a surprise to you, because you and I spoke about him earlier, was J.K. Dobbins.
On my roster.
He says it is on his roster. He said he is going to be the future back for the Ravens, and it looked like that is going to be the right choice because
he actually was the vulture.
He was the vulture. He's the bigger back. He's the younger back. He's got the stronger legs. Mark Ingram. There's nothing. He's not a bad back at all. He's older. He's
29 or something.
He's 29, going on 30 or 30, 31, and I mean it's not old, but for running back football, it's old. Not everybody can be old reliable Frank Gore, who's 600 years old and out there trucking like the little engine that could. Not everybody can be like him.
Which Frank Gore is now starting for the Jets as Le'Veon is questionable. He's
likely going to be out for a couple weeks.
Yeah,
at least a couple weeks.
So Frank Gore is the starting running back for the Jets, and Adam Gase,
the best coach ever.
Oh boy! All right, so let's go to the all week 1 team fantasy.
So for the all week 1 team, we have at number 1 QB was
Dangerous Wilson.
Wilson. Then we had
running backs
Josh Jacobs,
the Raiders,
who we expected to pop off.
CMC, of course, picking the draft, and
yes,
every draft.
Exactly. Devontae Adams popped off, which he didn't have a great season. He had a good season, like receiving the ball stuff, but he was injured often, and he didn't get many touchdowns. I mean, injury obviously played a role into it. Mm-hmm. The team, Aaron Rodgers wasn't his usual self. It could be the route that the team was taking. They were running the ball a lot more than I think we've ever seen since. Aside from when they had Eddie Lacy, and Eddie Lacy was good for 2 seasons. Like, they actually are running the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley had a really big game. I mean, to be honest, every receiver on that team had a big game.
Except for Hulu, who just doesn't get the touchdowns. But Russell Gage, is his first name Russell? His last name's Gage. Gage had a big game too, so for the Falcons.
It is Russell Gage.
Awesome. Tight ends. My freaking tight end besides Hawkinson in the Lions, which I think you have on your team, Dallas Goedert of the Eagles was drafted in second round a couple years ago. Zach Ertz and him are there. This was the year that Goedert was going to overlap Ertz. Ertz is like 30 years old. Goedert's like 24, and he's bigger, and he can get it done. And now he just showed yesterday he looks like the tight end in that system. So
they're also Ertz is in a contract year. He is older, like you said. I mean, we were talking about how it's a money thing for
he
the
won't
NFL.
Be back with the Eagles.
They need to spend their money wisely. Why give an aging tight end money when you have a young tight end that's working on a rookie contract that doesn't need to? Zach Ertz is probably going to lose a lot of touches. I think Goddard is the tight end to have on that team. Zach Ertz still going to have good games while he's playing. But
he got drafted as a third tight end.
Yeah, I think Goddard is going to be the number 1 tight end on that team at the end of the season. Defense, Washington. Look, to be completely honest, man, that was just a surprise all around. None. I mean, I think I had them ranked. We probably had them as the worst defense for this week. Them, the Bengals,
Bengal.
Not even they were like the Eagles put up points usually.
They suck.
Yeah.
And the best kicker was
Gostkowski.
Oh yeah,
best kicker of all time.
Oh, we started.
Couldn't hit water and fell off a boat.
All right, let's move on.
Let's go to our top waiver picks for the week. We're gonna each do our top 5 picks. Mike, you go first.
I'm gonna do a top. Okay, I'll do a 5. We have Malcolm Brown, of course. He should be on everybody's list. If he's not on Panos' number 1, then I don't know what's wrong with Panos, and this is probably why I always beat him every year the last 10 years. Number 2, Joshua Kelly of the Chargers. I think he's a fabulous pickup if you could pick him up. He's someone to have. I believe I picked him up for like a 2-day period, and I dropped him. Number 3, Adrian Peterson, believe it or not. Starting running back for the Lions, technically. He ran for a whole bunch of yards, and he got a touchdown. Did he get a touchdown? I don't remember. I don't think he had a touchdown.
He had 93 yards or close to 100.
Yeah, but still, he had 14 carries.
touchdown.
I remember his carries. 14 carries for 90-something yards. Fabulous. My fourth is Joe Burrow. This boy showed poise. He showed that he can play. Remember, I said it. He's going to be a bust. But holy crap, he did good. He
plays with no fear, dude.
Yeah, man, it's kind of strange. Or maybe I'm actually completely wrong about him.
Dude, he took the whole, like in that last drive. They could have won that game if not for that offensive pass interference.
If I'm wrong about Burrow, I'm buying all 3 jerseys. I'm telling you this.
And all 3 colors.
All 3. White.
What about a pink one, too, for the titties?
You still have your Ocho Cinco jersey?
I do.
I borrowed his jersey if Ocho Cinco to actually go to a game in Paul Brown Stadium.
You did?
I don't think I fit in that anymore.
I don't think I fit in that anymore, but whatever.
Anyway, so Joe Burrow. And then my 5th one would be the boy that I've been mentioning for quite some time. His name is Benny Snell. I almost said Alan Lazard, but no, I'm going to go Benny Snell. Benny Snell was the running back that I've been telling you since last year when he was a rookie. This boy is the real deal. Obviously, Connor got hurt, so he stepped in and he produced. Snell was the running back of the future for the Steelers, and I am mistaken. I'm staying with that. So those are my 5 top: Malcolm Brown, Joshua Kelly, Adrian Peterson, Joe Burrow, and Benny Snell Jr. 5 guys.
All right. So my 5, a little different. I do have Malcolm Brown as my number 1. I don't have Josh Kelly as my number 2, even though he would actually hit my list at maybe number 6. I have Peyton Barber from the Redskins. Mainly because they did relatively well against the Eagles, which, like I said, I didn't expect. And he had 17 touches. He was the back that led them with actual touches in the backfield, which leads me to believe he's going to be the one picking up the goal line duties and all that stuff. Then I have Corey Davis from the Tennessee Titans, who had a solid game, no touchdowns, no, he did have a touchdown. Didn't have a touchdown.
Corey Davis balled out. I mean,
he balled out. He was
for Tannehill standards. He balled out.
Yeah, no, he balled out. He actually, bro, to be completely honest, as Tannehill is Tannehill, but Jarvis Landry was a stud when he was with him. Like since Jarvis Landry and him, Jarvis Landry hasn't whoop.
Jarvis Landry used to get 10 catches a game.
He was
50 targets.
He had the most. One of the first 2 seasons of his career, he had the most receptions.
The most receptions for the first 3 seasons until Mike Thomas broke.
Exactly, and then who's the one that's throwing him the ball? Ryan Tannehill. So as much as receivers catch the ball, they need someone to throw it to him. So I have Corey Davis. I think he's going to be. Ryan Tannehill's go-to target. Yep. I have Adrian Peterson at number 4. He led the backfield with the most snaps, most touches in terms of running the ball. Mm-hmm. I actually do believe. DeAndre Swift led in snaps. He was the back that was on the field the most.
Dropped the pass.
And he dropped literally a game winning. It was. I understand when you're spinning the opposite way and turning or whatever, that's hard. But do that you're in the NFL for a reason. That hit both hands. They picked him up. They drafted him because he can catch. That's literally why they drafted him. And he did not catch.
Look, I want to say thank you because at the end of the year, if I beat Panos in the picks, I take the 6-pack of beer and the cape. And it might be because of that drop. If I win by 1.
Anyways, so because you picked the Lions, you picked the Bears, and I picked the Lions, and bro, you would have been up. Anyways, so that was my number 4 was Adrian Peterson. My number 5 pick is Frank Gore, as he mentioned earlier.
The starting running back for the JT.
Le'Veon Bell's out. I'm just gonna pick Frank Gore because he's gonna be the starting running back, and he's all reliable, and he never this is obviously you're not drafting him, you're not picking him up off of the waivers to be your starting running back. This is more of a flex play if you need a flex play. If you need him as your starting running back, then you should probably reevaluate your running back drafting abilities. But yeah, those are my 5, and Josh Kelly probably would have been my number 6.
And all right, and to talk about our fantasy league, actually, the waiver wire of Malcolm Brown. I've heard, because people talk to me, and I know they talk to you too. I know they don't talk.
Everybody's going after Malcolm Brown.
I know they don't talk to the Flash for whatsoever. It's the worst owner in the league, most likely, luckiest owner in the league. But Malcolm Brown, Mr. Owner of the LA Flash, go right now, go to the waivers and put $50 of this virtual money on Malcolm Brown. It's not that hard. I'm telling you right now how to do it. $50. I think he might be going a little higher, but just put 50. You lose nothing. Now people watching this, you might have to put 51. But it's not that hard.
If you do get him though, you lose that money forever. So if you put in $50 and the person that and you got him, and the second highest bidder put in $12, that gap, you don't have that money anymore. You pay the 50. You don't pay 13. You pay the full 50 or whatever you put in the option.
Yeah, you lose it all. I mean, that's why we made fun of somebody last year who overspent on like $80, and then the second one was like at 15. You lose all that money. You bought the player for that price. You went to the candy store and you bought a little lollipop for $50. You bought it. You know it's 25 cents. You bought it. It's yours. Bye bye. So Malcolm Brown, I think, is going to go over 50. Yes or no? Over or under? We do over unders here.
I'm gonna. I don't know, man.
You don't know over under 50? We only have 200.
I'm not gonna spend 50, but I do think someone will spend 50.
So you're going over. It's going to go 50 over.
I think so.
All right.
I think one person.
Josh Kelly, over under 20.
Under 20.
Adrian Peterson, over under 17.
Under.
Joe Burrow, over under
I
5.
don't think Joe Burrow's even gonna do that.
5 is the minimum. That's why I said.
I don't think no, but I don't even think people are gonna be going after him, to be honest.
Well, that's why I said the minimum is 5.
Yeah.
So you say under 5. So that means he's going to still be free agent. What about Peyton Barber, over under 15?
I think he's gonna be at like 10, 15, under 15. 15 or that.
So there's deals to be had. You don't have to overspend on these things. Malcolm Brown, if you remember, has Cam Akers and Henderson on that stock of running backs for the Rams, and the Rams like to use multiple running backs.
Yeah.
They don't have Todd Gurley anymore. So if you want to spend the 50,
Even when they did have Todd Gurley last year, the past couple
They
years,
still
they
used
were
all these
using a lot
people.
because of his arthritis in his knees. or
yeah.
whatever.
So if you want to spend the 50 or above or whatever, maybe it's gonna be 30. Go ahead. But I think honestly, man, the Rams is a tough team to gauge. It's not like he's gonna be the
It's similar
back.
to a lot of teams where they're going to use a lot of backs. Even the 49ers use a lot of backs. Like everybody touched the ball this week.
Yeah, so my strategy is just raise the price on them. Use up all your money. Let's go. Use it up.
All right, let's go. Since we have some time, let's try and kill this. Let's go to our league and just go over the games, like the winners and all that.
We were talking about our league already.
No, but I'm saying, let's go over the games.
How do you feel about your team this week after what you just did?
I was a second
You
highest
won, right?
scoring team. I won, and I was the second highest scoring team,
Not
and I
bad.
kicked the booty hole.
So
I was happy with my team. I'm always happy with my team. I feel like I draft well. I feel like everybody thinks that they draft well. There's not saying that anybody drafts better or worse than me, but I think I did a good job. I think the team that I played the Flash. I think they had a solid team too.
He had a good week.
He had a good week.
He had a good week.
My
With 3
players
starters
just
out.
played. I just had more players that played better. So that's the best way to break it down.
You are aware of this, right?
What?
You played the Flash, and they had 3 starters out. Miles Sanders.
Yes, Miles Sanders, Evans played, but he didn't have him. He was like a last minute. Goddard. No, Galladay. Galladay is what you're talking about.
Galladay's out from the Lions.
Galladay was out.
He
So
probably
I
caught
played
that
him
pass.
with a lot of people out, and
now I played him.
a solid team. Solid put out.
This
Then I have the Spartans and the Mutants. No, I'm sorry. This is week 2.
So you have the Spartans in the 305 ASB. ASB took it with a 4-point win. These guys are down the block rivals. So Jose took that one. He has Lamar Jackson and Crowder and Kamara all balling out. Even though Juan had Ezekiel, Mahomes, and Filler do good, Juan had his star players perform at a high level, but had his mid-level players just drop the ball. Even though 117 is not bad, just it wasn't enough. He lost by 4. And then you had the
Listen, to be within striking distance with
what's up?
to be within striking distance when you're going up against a team that has Lamar Jackson and McCaffrey, because I have that same combo in 2 more leagues, and I was the number 1 scorer in both of those leagues. It's a lot. So the fact that he was almost there. He also has a good team too. Will Fuller did great. Elliott did great, and he has Mahomes. So it was a good game. Las Vegas and Seattle. This was the best game probably of the week because
We stayed up watching.
I stayed up till 1 o'clock in the morning. This shit was nuts.
Yeah. I mean, the owner of the Mutants fell asleep clearly, but we were up with Jimbo.
Oh, whoops! I made a mistake. I thought this guy had McCaffrey.
So we were up with Jimbo, and
Sorry, Jose, you don't have McCaffrey.
we were up with Jimbo, and we were watching the game. The Kings ended up winning off bench points. I don't know if Seattle knew that it came to bench points,
Apparently not.
but
Someone was a little bummed.
he's a little upset. So I fully expect. I don't even know who he's playing this week, but I fully expect Seattle to bounce back. So good game to Vegas. Hey, the Gostowski
He's
worked
playing
out.
the Spartans this week.
Oh, that's the Garcia brothers battle.
Yeah, the Garcia Bowl.
That's the Garcia Bowl.
Then we have the Wuhan Bats, who beat me by 2 points in terms of scoring.
156 in this
He had a
team,
very
right?
good team, though, man. He had a very good team. Josh Jacobs, Josh Allen, Juju, like
The triple J's, bro.
yeah, 3 J's. Yeah.
Jotas.
He had a very good week. A lot of his players balled.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
I wasn't expecting Nashville to score this many points, though. When
Neither.
Calvin Ridley scores 34.
Julio Jones
how
had a
many
big
people-
game, and he didn't even have a touchdown, and he had a huge game.
How many people actually started Calvin Ridley, though?
One, the person he was playing, started. I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
I mean, no, I'm saying that Nashville started Calvin Ridley.
Oh, not.
But
In
it's
deeper
like-
leagues like ours, people probably did.
Damn,
In a 12-team league, I don't think a 10-team league started him.
So that's good for Wuhan, Texas Bats. Good win for them. Atlanta and Cuba. Atlanta scored 128, led by his dual receivers of DeAndre Hopkins and Devontae Adams. So Marcus actually has Adams and Rodgers in a combo. They accounted for 71 points.
Just
71 of his 128.
I just want to say, if Marcus would have benched his entire team and just played those 2 people, he would have won this game. It's true. They scored 71
So
points.
Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers, 71 points. Just 2?
And
would
then
have beat the full roster.
The Raft Riders apparently,
Or stranded.
yeah,
The whole team was left stranded. I don't know, man.
they scored 67 points.
In a PPR league, man. 67 is low for standard. For PPR, come on, you got to bounce back. You're my shit team of the week. I just made this shit up. Damn, come on, you got to bounce back. I have you winning the division. Let's go. All right. Huh?
Why are you laughing so much?
I didn't know you were going to say that, but the 71 to 67, that's awesome.
That's true, though.
It is
I wasn't
true.
going to say it until you mentioned that it was 71 points.
You did the math. I mean, I did the math, but you did the calculation. Whatever. Predators beat the Flash 154 to 101, but since he sees it on his screen before I do, he said that first. So I lost to the Sharks. Shout out to Sam in his yacht.
Good win, Sam. Good win, Sam.
He beat me by 15 points or something like that. 16 points. Good game for him. I scored 124. I still feel confident in my team. Scoring 124, I was like the 5th highest scoring team. I have no problem with it.
Most of the teams I feel like actually did relatively well. Like everybody, the Flash was aside from the Raft Riders at 67 points, and the Flash were at 101, and the Flash did not have 2 big stars.
The Flash are going to bounce
3
back.
big stars. And
I hope not.
He has super receiver depth. Like he is super deep on receivers.
But no running backs. But Edwards Hilaire.
But he's very if he could only play his receivers, he could beat everybody because he has so many like.
But Marcus, man,
ridiculous.
Marcus with those receivers was. But Marcus is the first one to tell you he doesn't have really much after that. So I want to see how Marcus builds his team because he acknowledged that he needs help, whereas Nemo hasn't acknowledged anything about starting Tannehill. So let's see what happens there. And then I think going to week 2, people are confident on what they're going to do in the waivers, what they're going to do. I think that there's going to be a flurry of moves coming up within the next week or 2. People are just not going to be unhappy. I've heard calls about people wanting to make some moves. I think moves will be made to fix things up. I want to see how the Raft Riders bounce back from 67 points. I think they will. And the 154 and the 156 by the Bats and the Predators, I don't think that's going to last.
I hope it does. At least for me, not for him. Obviously for me. No, I'm gonna be real. My team performed better than I thought. Obviously, I thought they would perform well, but it was better than I expected. I didn't expect the score that I got from Raheem. Jack Doyle was actually my secret pick of the year for me. That's why I have him. That's why I started him over TJ Hawkinson. Just because Philip Rivers likes his tight ends. Seriously, he made Antonio Gates' career, Hunter Henry's career. Why not make Jack Doyle's? You know? Am I wrong here? I'm not wrong here. Granted, Philip Rivers is older than Christ now, so.
I'm just letting you be.
But no, I think I'm telling you, like there's a lot of good fantasy players, a lot of good teams out there.
Yeah, and I actually put up a poll, which was, do you think that they're in the free agency right now? Is there someone who's going to finish in their position in the top 5 at the end of the year? And some people said yes. I haven't seen a no yet. Granted, I was the only one that voted, so I'm the only one that said yes. So, but that happens every year, man. free agency right now, you pick up someone that's going to take you, that's going to finish top 10 in their division, in their position. So let's see what it is out there. Let's see what you guys pick up. So, all right, guys. So that's it from us. You have anything else? All right.
We'll see you guys Thursday.
Finish my beer.
I'm a slow sip.
You have to chug it. You have to chug it, bro. Come on. Oh. All right, guys. Hey, be safe. Remember Miami. Oh, today's the Heat game, bro. Come on now.
Listen, Heat in 6.
Come on now. This is a basketball guy right here. That's it? This is all you're going to say?
I'm saying Heat in 6. I'm saying Heat in 6. I'm sticking to it.
All right,
Let's go
Heat.
Tyler Tuesday. It's Tyler Tuesday today. Everybody wear your Tyler Tuesday jerseys. I don't have one, but I'm buying one. I'm buying a pink one.
All right, guys. Well, peace out from here,
guys.
from the Dayland Center.